check, one, check, two. Check. 1, 2, check. 1, 2, check. Let's go. Radio silence. Check, test, 1, 2. Check, check. Come on, let's go racing. All right. இந்த ஆங்கிள்ல பண்ணிடணும். கொஞ்சம் சைடா. ஏன் தெரியுமா? விண்ட் இப்படியே அடிக்குது.
இல்ல இவங்க வந்து ரோல் ஆன் வேணான்னுவாங்க.
வேணாமா?
போமா MRF இந்த டியூப்.
I'll give a very short one. Very short. Very quickly. A very, very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Kari Motor Speedway. We are here after what seems like an eternity, but back here at the start line to go racing. Welcome everybody to round 1 of the MRF MMSC FMSCI Indian National Car Racing Championship 2025. It's the opening round. We are ready for another battle of the ages. And to start off, we have the MRF Formula 2000, the premier class in the open wheel category racing. We've got 5 cars on the grid, and it is Ishan who is on the hot seat on car number 55, with Arun Chedda in P2 on car number 1. Number 55 ready to go racing, and we are primed with 5 cars on the grid, 3 rows on the grid, all set to go racing. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Good. We'll take it just a short way. Yeah. Madhu, you're next.
Aayega. Go. Aayega. I'm anyway, I was going to chase you and be on video.
Oh, Mr. Left, 5-minute board.
I'll chase you with the mic and we'll be on video. No, you want to take it back? You know me. I don't know. You know me. Okay, go ahead.
Welcome back, everybody. We are at this. Welcome back, everybody. We are at the start line, and back here at the Kari Motor Speedway, we've got 2 prominent backbone figures here of the Indian National Car Racing Championship. We got Mr. Vicky Chandok and Mr. Madhu. So then, both here. Sir, it's been after eternity that we're back here at Kari Motor Speedway. We've got an exciting grid ready to go racing. How's the championship wrapping up?
Can I grab your mic first? Thanks. Okay. First of all, thanks to MRF. I have Mr. Madhusudan here with us. We've got a spectacular range of tires that have been brought out for this weekend. Across the board, we've got 98 entries for this platinum year of the Madras Motorsports Club. The club is entering its 75th year. We were formed in 1950, 1953 officially registered. So as we bring in the next decade, or bring in our march towards the century, it's great to be back here after 6 years. Madhu, from your perspective, yes, it's been a long time because we have got our own track in Madras as well. But we've come here after ages. The weather is fantastic.
The weather's fantastic, and I hope the new tires which have been issued this weekend does well.
I think they are. Looking at the times, the answer is always in the smiles of the competitor. Look at all the drivers. They're loving it.
And it's good to see so many numbers of drivers this time around.
For sure. As far as Kari Motor Speedway is concerned, I was here when this was still a dirt track. We were flying microlight gliders with Kari over the speedway, over to the Nilgiris and back. We are here now racing cars at the same speedway. Well, hats off. Kari passed in 1995, but his legacy lives on.
Thank you so much. That was two prominent figures in the Indian National Car Racing Championship. Mr. Vicky Chandra, the Vice President for the Madras Motorsports Club, and of course Mr. Madhusudan from MRF Racing. We are ready. Brian, 3 minutes to go to World Racing. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with Go Racing. Welcome back, everybody, to day one, round one of the Indian National Car Racing Championship 2025. Arjun Chedda in the lead, number one. Flying. He takes over. Disaster start. Couldn't get the and lost a momentous amount of ground with the rest of the race. Arjun Chedda leading the back here in absolute style and absolute power. Looks like it's now slowly recovering. Number 55. Back to the grid. He's making his move now. Stopped up. This is going to be an excellent. For him, the champion. Here he comes, number 1, Arjun Chedda, the race leader. Phenomenal start for him. He's in the best seat of the race. Number 65 in P2, with number 21 as Ishan, our pole man, managed to break through the grid. Yes, he has. Ishan Madesh now slowly making his way, catching up. He's just out of podium contention, but you can see him chasing down. Has he got enough laps to catch up with Arjun Chedda, who's going to be his closest competitor in the championship battle? This is the race of the ages. Ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing some absolute brilliant racing action right at the start of the season. Drama unfolded right at the very beginning when the lights went out. It was Ishan Madesh, the pole man, that lost out. Ishan Madesh now in P4, charging through the pack. He's going to be coming very close to Akhil Agarwal. But it's Arjun Chedda still holding the best lap time with a 106.671. That was the quickest lap time we've seen from Arjun Chedda so far. Shivesh Sarvaratnam goes faster. He's still in P2 with a 107.499. That's his personal best. Akhil Agarwal in P3 doing a 107.647. And here comes the pole man, Ishan Madesh in P4 with a 106.420. He's quicker than our race leader Arjun Chedda here. The pole man. He needs those points. He's in P4. Can he break through into the podium finish? Karun MB crossed the line in P5. The lap time of 108.679, and it's Chetan Kurada in P6 with a 109.445. That's the 6-car grid as it stands. 8 laps to go to the checkered flag. We're a long way away from the checkered flag. This is going to give Ishan Madesh just maybe enough time to close in onto a podium finish. Look at Arjun Chedda go. Another lap done as the race leader. Number 65, Shivesh Sarvaratnam in P2 with Akhil Agarwal. The gap between them remains the same. With Ishan Madesh clocking in another quickest lap of 106.6. Even the race is going. Ishan Madesh now carving out time. He needs to close in on that gap. Still a long way off from Akhil Agarwal here. But he's going over a second quicker than Akhil Agarwal. Ishan Madesh, the pole man, currently in P4. Karun MB in P5 and Chetan Kurada in P6. Number 1, the race leader, Arjun Chedda. What a job well done on that beautiful MRF Formula 2000. PHP under the hood there, all for the taking. Fantastic. 65 volts on those MRF spec tires. tires. I mean, this doesn't get better. The drivers doing everything they can to lock in their positions. Arjun Chedda, however, in the best seat he's able here. As the race leader, a momentous lead for him. He's really capitalized on that first 6 laps. We're 50% through the race now. Him into the checkered flag. Ishan Madesh going another fastest lap time by Ishan Madesh. A 106 lap time to beat in this race so far. Arjun Chedda, our race leader, still leading the charge here as we come on to the main straight. Pedal down, and we're putting some absolute blistering lap times here. Arjun Chedda keeping consistent with the 106. He's in that mid 106 sector, keeping it nice and consistent here. Shive Selvaratnam trying to close in on the gap, but the difference now about over 8 seconds. Arjun Chedda enjoying an 8-second lead over Shive Selvaratnam, who's currently in P2 with Akhil Agarwal. In P3, Ishan Madesh now clocking in a 105.777. We're definitely seeing company number 55, Ishan Madesh, going to be making a move on Akhil Agarwal. They're closed in that gap. A 105.777. That's the quickest we've seen Ishan go. That's the quickest lap time of the race. And nobody in that 105 sector. Ishan doing everything to finish on the podium. Here it is, the battle for P3. Number 55 versus number 21. Akhil Agarwal definitely coming under pressure here. He's trying to keep a title line, but he's got a little bit of room. Ishan Madesh now trying to make a move. They're on the main straight. He's got a little bit of that slipstream advantage, but he's going to be breathing in a lot of that dirty air. Can he do it? Ishan Madesh going on the inside now at turn 1, and a smooth overtake for Ishan Madesh. Nothing and nothing can do that. An absolute rocking drive from Ishan Madesh, moving up into P3 now. He's on the podium finish. Our pole man, after having one of the worst starts possible for the season, what a recovery drive from him. A fantastic run from Ishan Madesh here. He moves up into P3 now. Arjun Chedda, still the race leader, enjoying a 10-second lead over the rest of the pack here. 4 laps remaining to the checkered flag. Ooh, a little bit of understay here for number 65. Shive Selvaratnam coming under pressure. 3-lap code being shown to the race leader, Arjun Chedda, charging down the main straight here at the Curry Motor Speedway. Number 1, Arjun Chedda, control of the race. Shive Selvaratnam, that's in P2, who's going to be coming under pressure. We can see Ishan Madesh now hammering down the main straight. Closing in on Shive Selvaratnam. Yeah. Ooh, they're coming through. Turn 4. And it's close. A close battle to that checkered flag. Arjun Chedda still enjoying a great 10-second lead over here, but the battle is clearly for P2 now between Shivesh and Ishan Madesh. Number 65 on our screens here. He's coming under pressure from the pole man, Ishan Madesh. From absolutely back of the pack, back of the grid, to now competing for P2. What a drive it has been for Ishan Madesh. A very close battle for P2 ensuing here. Look at that, taking the defensive line. But he's got to come on the outside to get into turn 1. And here it is, Ishan Madesh now going on the inside again. Yet again the same move. And he locks it perfectly in to move up into P2. What a drive from our pole man, Ishan Madesh. Back to P2. He's moved up. And now, his target, Arjun Chedda. Can he do it? Well, we're a lap and a half away from the checkered flag. Maybe not this time around, but what a recovery drive from this young rock star, Ishan Madesh from Bengaluru. Arjun Chedda, our race leader, clearly going to be thanking that 10-second lead that he had ahead of the rest of the pack here. He put his head down and put in the work in those initial few laps. And made that lap time work for him. 1 lap to go to the checkered flag. Last lap to the finish. Arjun Chedda, our race leader, clocking in a 106.251. With Ishan Madesh now clearly secured and locked into P2 with a 106 flat. And we have Shivesh Selvaratnam, who's now trying to put pressure back on Ishan, but can he do it? There's a lot of room ahead to cover up. Shivesh Selvaratnam in P3 with Akhil Agarwal close in pursuit. Hot on the tail. Tarun MB in P5 and Chetan Kurada, our para-athlete, in P6. Half a lap remaining to the checkered flag. Stay tuned, folks. This is going to be an incredible race finish for both Arjun Chedda and Ishan Madesh. What a day at the office for them. What a start to the 2025 season. Arjun Chedda, job well done. Not a foot put wrong by this young superstar from Pune. Arjun Chedda, the checkers are waving for him. It's Arjun Chedda, number 1, taking that P1 and the checkered flag. What a finish. What a day at the office. And our superstar, Ishan Madesh. What a recovery drive. Our old man. A disaster start, but really managed to recover and finish with P2, clocking the fastest time of the race, a 105.694. He was almost 2 seconds quicker than our race winner, Arjun Chedda there. Oh, this battle is just starting for the championship. Stay tuned, folks. It's Shivesh Selvaratnam, competitor number 65, closing and crossing the line in P4 with Akhil Agarwal securing a firm P4. Tarun MB in P5 and Chetan Kurada in P6. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. 12 laps of absolute racing action. Stay tuned, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with more racing action. But it's our top 5. Arjun Chedda taking the first win of 2025. Ishan Madesh in P2. Shivesh Selvaratnam in P3. Akhil Agarwal in P4. Tarun MB in P5. And it's Chetan Kurada in P6.
Check 1, 2.
Quite good. Lucky to get a good launch and then stay consistent throughout the race. Huh? I feel quite good. My first race win in single seaters, so that's a good feeling.
Okay, Rakatra.
The race was fine. Stalled at the start, went back to last, and probably lost a lot of time. So not happy with the way it went. Thanks.
Yeah, so finished P3, had a really good start off the line. Ishan, I guess, had an issue with the start, and I got him off the line, and I was second place for most of the race, but had a big lockup and lost most of my pace. So I had to drop back to third, give Ishan the position back. But yeah, all crazy race, really fun, had an amazing time. Awesome. Thumbs up to the camera.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the start line. We're here at the Curry Motor Speedway, and welcome back to round one of the MRF MMSC FMSCI Indian National Car Racing Championship 2025. An exciting season start for us. And up next is the saloon car category. We've got 4 categories on the grid today. It's a combined grid race today. 12 grids packed, 24 cars here. In the front, we've got the ITC 1625 classes. Behind them are the IJTC, and right at the back are the super stock category cars. All 24 cars and their drivers with their teams all primed and ready to go racing. It's the opening round. Championship battle awaits. We are here for an action-packed season start. Stay tuned. We're going to bring all the races, the live telecast right here, right now. flags waving through to commence the formation lap for the National Championship Saloon Car categories. We've got the ITC, the Indian Touring Cars, the Indian Junior Touring Cars, the Indian Touring Cars 1625 and the Super Stock categories. Welcome back everybody to round one of the MRF MMSC FMSCI Indian National Car Racing Championship 2025. We're here ready for an absolute exciting race start. We've got 24 cars on the grid today. It's safe to say that the Bangalore traffic has followed us here right to the start line of the Curry Motor Speedway. Well, we've been praying to the weather gods. Looks like my plan didn't work. Well, the weather has been extremely cloudy here. We had indications of rain in spots through the day, and looks like just when we were about to start, we're seeing some amount of drizzle across the track. Conditions have gone to mildly damp on the track. We are seeing some rainfall in areas, especially around the start line. Currently, cars out on the formation lap. The ITC car starting on in pole. We've got from team N1 Racing, Biren Pitwal in P2, component number 39, Arjun Balu from Race Concepts Motorsports. In P3 is Anand Pitwala, brother to Biren Pitwala from team N1 Racing. In P4 is Dhruv Chavan from Lonavla. In P5 is Rajkumar GD from Coimbatore. In P6 is Jeevanantham from Coimbatore for team Arca Motorsports. In P7 for the ITC 1625 category is company number 77, the veteran Vidya Prakash sir. In P8 is company number 27, Mohammad Fahad Kuti. Also, Mohammad Fahad Kuti in the ITC category from Mumbai. In P9 is Supraj Venkat, also racing in the ITC 1625 from Coimbatore. In P10, that's where the IJTC class starts. From Team Race Concepts is Ritvik Thomas starting from pole for the IJTC. Yugitalia for Team N1 Racing in P2. Nikunj Waugh also for racing for Team N1 Racing in P12. Ramcharan in P13. Jashan Anand in P14. Kesara Godawai in P15 starting on pole for the Super Stock. In P16 is Anirudh Arvind. In P17 is one of the women drivers, Deepa S. John. In P18 is Narendran. In P19 is Krishan. In P20 is Aman. In P21 is Aman Patel. In P22 is Gokul Krishna. In P23 is Chandresh. And in P24 is Arvind Ashok. That's the 24 car grid. Let's go racing, they said. The teams, the drivers, their family, friends, and everybody here ready to fire it down the main straight at the Curry Motor Speedway. Seconds away from lights out. Can Biren Pitwala continue his winning streak? Well, it's the opening round. Championship points. We can't discard Arjun Balu, the veteran, the multiple-time national champion. It's lights out and wheel spinning for Biren Pitwala, but Arjun Balu now trying to come ahead. Biren taking a very defensive line, blocking that line there completely. Oh, there's absolute chaos there at turn one, but somehow through the chaos, oh, that's a tough one there. Two of the polo cars spinning violently. We're seeing the marshal post waving double yellows and slippery conditions on the track there. The weather gods doing a number on us, but so far, so good. The cars haven't stopped racing and we are on. A couple of the cars that took that damage have continued and got back to racing. But will it be the end of the race for them? We are seeing one of the polos in the super stock category who's lost the front bumper altogether. Might be called in. Well, will we see the safety guard? If there is a recovery in progress, if there is a recovery needed, if the marshals need to come in, there will be a safety car coming into session. We are on standby waiting for race control, but as it stands in the ITC, charging through is Biren Pitwala from Team N1 Racing. They've really got The cogs worked on that Volkswagen Polo and they're flying through the first lap. Here on a 12-lap race with the checkered flag. This is the premier class in the saloon car category. The ITC cars are the quickest saloon cars here in the championship and an absolute treat to watch racing. In the IJTC, it's number 93 from Race Concepts Motorsports, currently in P7 in the combined grid, but he's leading the charge for the IJTC Race 1 win. We've got Hugh Italia and Nikunjwa from Team N1 Racing, teammates working together to bring the fight and competition to Ritwik Thomas. Number 45, Jeevanatham, out of contention here. We're seeing his white color Volkswagen Polo parked to the side. Could that be the end of the race? Number 90, Biren Pitwala, in the meantime leading the charge for Team N1 Racing with a lap time of 1:22.455. That's the quickest lap time we've seen so far. Can Arjun Balu, the veteran, the multiple-time national champion, take home, bring back the winning success for Team Race Concepts? And here he is closing in on Biren Pitwala. A cautious game being played here. Anand Pitwala still racing on that Skoda. He's gonna really feel the weight. He's chosen stability over the nimbleness of having a lightweight car there. Last year around, having a conversation with Anand, it was clear that they had a plan for this car. In the Superstock category, we got Kesara Godage that's leading the charge for DB Motorsports. Kesara Godage, the foreigner from Colombo, from Sri Lanka, racing and leading the charge. The privateer here on his Superstock car. We have Krishanu, number 15 in P2 from Guwahati for Xeon Racing. We've got number 94, Aman, who's currently in P3 in the Superstock category from Noida for Strada Motorsports. Oh, a lot of smoke there for number 90. Is this the end for number 90, Biren Pitwala, the race leader, the pole man? Engine failure. Big smoke coming out of Biren's Volkswagen Polo. Wow, what a start he had to the race. This is disaster for Team N1 Racing. Complete disaster there. He's parked into the side. That is the end of the race for the champion contender. The champion contender here, Biren Pitwala in the ITC. And it's all clear skies for Arjun Balu from Race Concepts Motorsports. He's got the race lead now with the quickest lap time of 1:17.732. What a start for the season. Arjun Balu back on the winning ways. We missed seeing him in action for some time, but he's back on the grid, racing through. We didn't see him the whole of last season, but it's great to see Arjun Balu and Team Race Concepts back here, back where they belong, bringing the fight to the rest of the pack. We've got a lot more cars in the ITC category here. Anand Pitwala in P2, and it's Mohammad Farkuti in P3. Here goes Arjun Balu, our race leader, clocking another quickest. Wow, Anand Pitwala actually clocks in a quickest lap time of 1:17.116. 400th of a second quicker than Arjun Balu there in that earlier lap. Wow, what a lap from Anand Pitwala for Team N1 Racing. This is definitely a redemption drive from Team N1 Racing, and Anand carrying the hopes for his brother. Wanting to close in on Arjun Balu here. What a drive from Mohammad Farkuti on his Honda Brio. Company number 27 currently trailing. He's on the third step of the podium, but such a great day at the office for Mohammad Kuti in the big Honda Brio. We drive with Arjun Balu and Anand Pitwala, two of the star contenders in this race for the checkered flag. Who's going to take that winning trophy home? Our Top Guns have reached the back markers, have reached the Superstock category race. They're lapping the back markers and clearing the field. Arjun Balu leading the charge for Team Race. Here comes Anand Pitwala. He's not going to go down with the fight. Another quickest lap time of 1:15.644 from Anand Pitwala. That's an absolute smashing lap time coming in from company number 79 for Team N1 Racing. The race is on. He says, Arjun Balu, watch your rear view because I'm coming. Now this is going to be a fight to the checkered flag. How close can we get? Arjun Balu doing everything he can to keep. He's got a 2.5 second lead over Anand Pitwala at this point. He's trying to increase that lead. He's trying to push further here. Here is Anand Pitwala slowly but steadily closing in corner after corner. He's been able to somehow drive and bring that power out of this car. Mohammad Farkudi still in holding it, Ford in P3, Dhruv Chavan in P4, Rajkumar GD in P5, Ritwik Thomas for the IJTC leading the charge for Team Race Concepts, Nikunjwa and Yugitalia in P2, P3 in the IJTC. In the ITC 1625, it's Supraj Venkat leading the charge. Looks like our wet number 77, Vidya Prakash, has ended the race owing to trouble in the Superstock. It's Kesra Godage from Sri Lanka leading the charge. What a day at the office for Kesra here. Bringing the fight to our fellow countrymen. Kesra fighting with the Indian boys here, but coming out leading, charging through. Krishanu, P2 in the Superstock, Aman P3 in the Superstock, Manan Patel P4 in the Superstock, P5, Chandresh Tolia in P6, Deepa John in P7, and it's Arvind Ashok in P7. We're halfway through the race with Arjun Balu clocking in the quickest lap time of 1:14.976. The last time around he crossed the start-finish line. It's some blistering race pace we're seeing from the top guns here, but we're missing out on a champion contender. Brilliant race. The defending champion has come under early pressure. Biren Pitwala from Team N1 Racing out of the race because of car trouble, engine failure this time around. So far so good for Team Race Concepts. They could have a double win in 2 categories this evening. Arjun Balu leading the charge. Anand Pitwala in P2, Dhruv Chavan in P3, Rajkumar GD in P4. Looks like Mohammad Fatkuti having some trouble there. He's moved down the order into P5. Ritwik Thomas now leading the charge in P6. In the IJTC, Nikunjwa in P7, Yugitalia in P8, Supraj Venkat in P9 in the ITC 1625. We've got Ram Charan in P10 in the IJTC. Darshan Anand in P11 in the IJTC. And really putting pressure is Kesra Godage in the Superstock, charging through in the front of the pack in P12. Krishanu in P13, Aman in P14, Manan Patel in P15. Chandresh Tolia in P16, Gokul Krishna in P17. Deepa S. John in P18, and it's Arvind Ashok in P19. Out of the 24 cars, 19 cars still in the race here. We're waiting to see the action here. The cars are spread out nicely across the pack. We drive with number 11 for Red Line Racing. That's Dhruv Chavan. Putting pressure on the competition here. laps remaining to the checkered flag as our race leader Arjun Balu flies through the main straight here. Relentless in that pace. He's gone faster with a 1:14.740. That's his quickest lap time, and that's the quickest lap time of the race so far. Can Anand Pitwala recover? Can Anand Pitwala bring the fight? Well, at the end of the last lap, it was a 1:15.901. He hasn't been able to go quicker. Number 79, Anand Pitwala, probably settling in for that P2 for Team N1 Racing, but some valuable points for him and the team here. But Dhruv Chavan in P3 from Lonavala, Rajkumar GD in P4 from Coimbatore. Here we have a fight with Ritwik Thomas now leading the charge in the IJTC. Nikunj War in P6 for Team N1 Racing with Yuki Talia, his teammate right behind. In P7, Mohammad Fahad Kuti from the ITC category, he's moved down the order, he's gone further back down into P8. Supraj Venkat, driver remaining in the ITC 1625 category. This is the naturally aspirated, no turbo on these cars, and manufactured after 2010. Kesra Godage still holding the charge in the Superstock category for the hopes for Sri Lanka. A young man from Colombo making his way through the pack. What a race from start to the end. Kesra Godage, a man on a mission here in the Superstock category. Aman in P13, second in the Superstock category from Noida for Strata Motorsports. And it's Manan Patel from Mumbai in P14, P3 in the Superstock category from Mumbai. Here we see number 93 coming under pressure, Ritwik Thomas here. He's got two cars right behind him. His confidence not letting go without a fight here. Final lap we go to the checkered flag here. Moments away from the checkered flag. Last lap here. A minute and 15 seconds to go. Can Arjun Balu bring the winning trophy home? Arjun Balu making the most out of this race. It's valuable points for him and the team here. What a day at the office for Team Race Concepts. Dhruv Chavan in P2 and locking in that P2 for the ITC category with Rajkumar GD in P3. Two privateers in the ITC category. But we are seeing Anand Pitwala, number 79. He's moved down the order further back. Anand Pitwala coming up under some pressure. Here is number 39, Arjun Balu, coming through the checkered flag, and it waves. He is back, the veteran, the cowboy. Arjun Balu taking his first win after a break. Arjun Balu back on the podium for Team Race Concepts. We have the opening round in the saloon car category in the ITC. Arjun Balu taking the win. Well, that's the end of the race in the ITC. It's Arjun Balu that takes the win. Dhruv Charan in P2. Rajkumar GD in P3. That's the top three in the ITC category. In the ITC 1625, it's Supraj Venkat that takes the win. In the IJTC, it's Ritwik Thomas from Team Race Concepts that takes the win. Nikunj War in P2 and Yuki Talia in P3. Teammates from Team N1 Racing. That's a good finish for Team N1 Racing and both their star drivers, Nikunjwa and Yugatalia. In the Superstock category, number 23, Kesara Kodage from Sri Lanka takes the win. Aman on car number 94 takes speed 2 from Noida for Strada Motorsports, and it's company number 33, Manan Patel from Mumbai, that crosses the line in P3. So that's the top 3 in the Superstock category. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to be catching up with our winners. What a finish in this absolutely packed grid. The ITC, IJTC, ITC 1625 and the Superstock categories. That's the end of race 1 for our National Championship Saloon Car category races. Got 3 more races left for the days. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Well, I've been driving for more than 30 years now, and this is after 11 national championships. We are coming back into racing after a break last year, and we came here with a not the usual car, with the development car with a normally aspirated engine. Qualifying didn't go very well today because we had some issues with the car, and the race started off with more issues because we had some gearbox issues. Fortunately, we had the rain to help us. The first few laps was a little slippery, so it helped for me to get very close to Biren. Unfortunate to see that he had a mechanical problem. And then after that, it was just to manage the car till the finish line. Opening race of the season is always very important to win, and in spite of all the troubles we had, I'm very happy to get this finish, to win here the first race. And this again, all thanks to Joel and the effort that he's put in at Race Concepts. They keep pushing, we keep pushing. There's still a lot of work to do, but for all the difficulties we've had today, and we pushed in the race, we never gave up, and it's a good result to get.
What do you have to say? Okay. Yeah, so first ever race in ITC. and it just went incredibly well. Lost some ground in the beginning of the race. I was a bit hesitant to push since there were mixed conditions. But then once I found rhythm, it was really easy for me to keep the pace coming in, and made a few overtakes. I think Anant had a crash in one of the corners, so that was an easy place gained. So yeah, off to a good start. The job is not done yet. There's a long way to go for the season. It ends in January, so nothing will get me too excited. Just keeping my head calm and cool, and will prepare better for the next races and the next rounds. Thank you.
It was a lovely race today. It's raining and we were on slick, so difficult conditions out there. But qualified on pole and managed to keep N1 behind me through the race. The cars are quick, their cars are quick, we are quick, and it was an interesting race. I think there were a couple of incidences, but I think all in all a clean race, and very happy to be first for the first race of the season, and I hope it continues. Thank you.
Yo, it's a fantastic racing. The first 2 lap is completely wet race. After 2 lap is dry, and it's very good race. Thank you.
It was a wonderful race. We started with the wets. That was pretty intense. The start was pretty intense. It's a small track, very chaotic. But and my teammate also overtook me, which is a good finish for our team. So looking forward to the rest of the season. Strong start. Thank you.
2025. It's race 3 of the weekend, and we have the MRF Formula 1600 cars out here on the grid, ready, set to go for racing. 12 laps on the checkered flag. We have 2.3 kilometers of a racetrack here, 16 corners around this beautiful circuit, the upgraded circuit with a lot of better infrastructure here. The drivers are raring to go, and we've had an exciting 2 races already done and dusted. Championship points up for grabs, 3 races in each category. Stay tuned to catch all the live racing action right here, right now. on the MRF Formula 1600. And lights are coming on here. Who's going to be off first? It's lights out, and what a start here for a front row. Great racing from Sai Shiva there. He's going in onto the wall there, almost blocking that line, but looks like it's Arjun S. Nair that takes the charge of this race. What a move from Arjun there. He was on the right position in the start. On the inside there, and what a move from Arjun S. Nair to take the lead. But Sai Shiva, the pole man in hot pursuit here, isn't going to go down without a fight. Brilliant, brilliant racing from the duo. The battle for P1 right on the get-go here. A lot of smoke coming in there, tires locking up. But the cars all in one piece coming through the end of lap 1. We're in the final sector of lap 1, and what a move there from number 33, Sai Shiva. He gets ahead of Arjun S. Nair. It looked absolutely easy. Was that a mistake from Arjun S. Nair? Well, whatever it was, Sai Shiva made the complete advantage of it and back into the lead position. Our pole man now leading the charge at the end of lap 1. Great start to the race here. A great start to the weekend. Our pole man Sai Shiva Makesh Sankaran came here in absolute form and looking to dominate the season. He wants to start on the right foot. Arjun S. Nair trying to break through that form, looking for a little bit of room. But looks like Sai Shiva not waiting for any answer here. He's clearly making his mark. Pushing further ahead. Arjun S. Nair getting a little more advantage there in that sector through the Mickey Mouse section of this track. Eight cars on the grid on the MRF Formula 1600. They've got about 140 bhp, sporting the 1.6 litre Ford Duratic engines on these cars. Specially built suspension, specially built chassis. A great machine. Definitely for a lot of these drivers to hone their skills. 10 laps remaining to the checkered flag. Sai Shiva clearly in control of this race. He hasn't put a foot wrong after that little bit of a shaky start. But his strategy has worked so far. He's playing the right cards here, and he's clearly getting the advantage. Sai Shiva on car number 33, looking in absolute control of this race. Arjun S. Nair just looking ahead, trying to find a little more pace, a little more power from his car. Coming through the parabola here. All our drivers looking absolutely poised, absolutely comfortable, in control of the race. Through the main straight, Sai Shiva and Arjun S. Nair powering through, clearly on a league of their own. They've stepped up the pace, and it's for the rest of the pack to catch up. 9 laps remaining to the checkered flag. Sai leads the charge. Arjun in P2. Zan Komisarit in P3. Nigel in P4. Ritvik Karthik in P5. Munit Kumaran in P6. Gyan in P7. And Priyanka Vijay in P8. That's the top 8 as it stands. With Sai clearly dominating this race. He's got a great control here. And look at this, Nigel trying to make a move on Zan Komisarit, who's in podium contention. Zan, a worthy adversary for Nigel. Both these drivers having some experience will be clearly looking to bring the fight to both Arjun and Sai here. But they're currently, a big lock up there for Nigel. A little bit of understeer, but he's back in control. Little much of a ground there. Clearly trying to outbreak Zaan Komisarit in that sector. He's going to be trying to gain some slipstream advantage here. Our only woman driver Priyanka Vijay powers to the main straight, trying to catch up to Gyan and Monit Kumaran. Race leader, pole man, Sai Shiva coming to turn 6, turn 7 in absolute control, in absolute dominance. What a way to start the season. Arjun S. Nair just looking forward. But could this be strategy? I mean, he hasn't let go. He's been on the right rear end of Sai Shiva from the start of this race. Arjun just patiently waiting. A quick weather check so far. We're seeing dry conditions, but it is absolutely brilliant weather here at Coimbatore, especially if you want to just sip some nice coffee. But for racing, we'd like a little more heat. It's cloudy all through, it's a bit gloomy. We've got a lot of headwinds coming through the stage. Drivers will need to keep the temperature on their tires to make sure that they've got maximum traction here. 7 laps remaining to the checkered flag, leading the charge. About half a second lead over Arjun S. Nair at this point. Pedal to the metal here for Sai Shiva and Arjun. Both these able drivers clearly been in that hot seat for a very long time. Both avid drivers, experienced drivers will know how to play the racecraft here. Zaan Komisarit still holding the line steady, still defending his position in P3, but he's coming under massive pressure. What turned out to be a 2-way fight is now a 4-way fight to the podium finish. 4 cars in the mix for P3 here. Zaan leading the charge, but it's Nigel, Ritwik and Monit who are in hot pursuit. Four cars battling it out for a finish on the podium in the opening race of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, 50% of the race done, 6 laps remaining to go, and the race is on, the battle is on. Nigel coming side by side next to Zaan Komisarit here, but can Zaan hold on? Well, he's on the inside line, he's got the perfect entry, and it's Nigel who gets ahead of Zaan Komisarit. Can he recover? Can he make a move back? Zaan now putting pressure. He's not going to let go without a fight. In the front, it's Sai Shiva that's leading the charge, and Arjun still looking forward. Still looking for that little room. Still looking for a little more power, a little more pace advantage. And right here, Nigel moves up into podium contention into P3. After waiting patiently right behind, finding the right move was important for Nigel, and Nigel gets ahead of Zaan Komisarit. Can Zaan respond back in kind? Can he swing the hammer down? It's Zaan Komisarit in P4 now. Clearly trying to find a little bit of wiggle room. It looks like Nigel has been watching and learning. He's evolving his game strategy. He's evolving his racecraft. He hasn't left a room open through the entirety of the last lap. We're on the main straight here. Nigel leading the charge with Zaan Komisarit in P4. In the front, our race leaders. Sai Shiva hasn't let go of that position. Hasn't come under an iota of pressure here. He looks calm, composed. He's put his head down and putting in the work here. He's got Arjun Nair on his rear view mirror. But doesn't seem to have him faced. He's got a tight grip on that P1. Our poleman in complete control here, showing his dominance, showing that he's here to take the championship home. Arjun S. Nair in P2 haven't been able to move yet ahead, or hasn't been able to make his move just yet. They're coming through the final sector into turn 16. It's a sweeping left-hander. Once you're through the apex, it's just hammer down. Right to the very end, right through into the braking zone at turn 1 here. Here is Nigel Abraham clearly showing his advantage in pace. Nigel Abraham getting ahead and clearly putting some room ahead of him and Zahan Komisaryev. And looks like Zahan also clearing some space between him and the likes of Monit Kumaran and Ritwik. An 8-car grid to the finish line. Our only woman driver, Priyanka Vijay, still trying to close in on Gyan and Monit Kumaran here. Four laps remaining to the checkered flag here. Sai Shiva clearly in charge of this race. Our pole man in that beautiful green color. MRF Formula 1600. Not coming under pressure. He's still trying to shake off Arjun S. Nair. He's not liking Arjun being right on the tail. Arjun not getting that slipstream advantage that he wanted to. But he's holding fort. He's keeping a close eye on Sai Shiva Shankaran. Could this be a strategic move? 3 laps remaining to the checkered flag. We could see a potential move from Sai Shiva in the penultimate lap of this race. Somewhere around the next lap, we could see a potential move from Arjun S. Nair. He's closing in, he's reeling in Sai Shiva, just waiting for the right move to pounce here. We drive with car number 44. Monit Kumaran is right behind Zahan Komisaryev. He's gotten ahead of Ritwik Karthik and Gyan with Priyanka Vijay out in the horizon there. It's going to be a learning season for Priyanka Vijay. It's her first time, a debut season in the Formula 1600. But a great opportunity to really hone her skills and get faster and bring the fight to these young gentlemen here. Number 44 in that blue car, Ritwik Karthik, is coming under pressure from Monit Kumaran. And slowly but steadily we are seeing Gyanes close in on that gap. 2 laps to go. We're in the penultimate lap, folks. It's Sai Shiva leading the charge with Arjun S. Nair. Very, very close. This is the closest we've seen Arjun S. Nair. And he's looking to make a move. You can see Sai's tilted head. He's looking at that rear view mirror, trying to see where the attack will come from Arjun S. Nair. Penultimate lap, folks. Strategy in the making here. Strategy in the thinking here. Arjun S. Nair versus Sai Shiva. Who's going to take that winning trophy home? The first one. It's good for good luck. Sai Shiva and Arjun S. Nair chasing the same thing. They want to take the 2025 championship title home. And it's a fantastic start to the season. Number 44 here coming under pressure from Monit and Gyan. And we have the last lap board being shown by the start marshal here. The last lap to the race. Can Arjun make his move? We're in the final lap of this 12-lap shootout. Sai Shiva in the lead. It's the best position he's had in his season so far. What a start to 2025. Sai Shiva, has he done it? Has he made his mark for 2025? Has he made the tag as the one to beat? Final lap. This could be a phenomenal race. A phenomenal finish. Fastest lap, a 110.542. From coming number 33, Sai Shiva. A 110.542. That was the fastest lap, and that's the lap time to beat. Clearly showing why Sai is ahead of the rest of the pack here. The checkered flag waves. The checkered flag waves, ladies and gentlemen. Number 33 driving through the main straight. And he knows he's done it. Sai Shiva. Mukesh Sankaran taking his debut win in the MRF Formula 1600. What a start to his season. A champion truly in the making with Arjun S. Nair settling for a P2, but a valuable P2. Stay tuned, we're going to be seeing a lot of fighting action between these two for the rest of the season. And it's Nigel Nigel Abraham Thomas that crosses the line in P3 after a fantastic fight. Ooh! After a fantastic fight with Zan Komisarith, who settles for a P4. And that was Priyanka Vijay, who locked in, losing control at turn 10. Zan Komisarith crossing the line in P4. With Ritvik Karthik in P5, Munit Kumaran in P6. Gyan S in P7, and it's Priyanka Vijay in P8. Well, that's the top 8, and that's the finish order for race 1 in the MRF Formula 1600. What a race start. What an opening battle royale between these titans. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to be seeing an exciting season from these young contenders, from these young champions. Don't go anywhere. A lot more racing left for the day. We'll see you right back here.
Yeah, the race was pretty good. I mean, the start was not as, it didn't go as much as planned. Although I still got him back into the first lap, I got him at the parabola. So then after that, it was just focusing on lap times and just building a gap. But then we both were quite similar on pace. So it was quite a fight. I mean, towards the end, he was catching me a bit, but it was all in the head. I needed to keep calm. I needed to stay cool to get this race win. Yeah. And thanks to my family who've been supporting me on the live TV show, and I'm happy that I made them proud today.
I had a pretty good start, took the lead into C1, but then in the fast ride I went like slightly wide and I gave him the room. and after that he maintained the lead. So good job to him. But yeah, a few places to work on for myself, a few mistakes to correct. So yeah, other than that, no complaints. Car felt good. So yeah, we'll see what we can do tomorrow. Thank you.
First race in your second ever race weekend driving a Formula car. I had good pace, but unfortunately we got a bad start, and then I had to make up the places. I think we had a really good battle. Everyone enjoyed it, and yeah, looking for the next one. Thank you.
Coming on here. The poleman. Experienced drivers will know how to we're on the main stage where the Knights are leading the charge with Ran Bhattacharya coming in the one here. 44. Monet Kumar in ultimate lap, folks. It's Sai Shiva leading the charge with Arjun S. Nair. Very close. This is the closest lap shootout. Sai Shiva in the lead. It's the best position he's had in his. He's done it. Sai Shiva. Magesh Sankaran. Welcome back, everybody. It's day one, round one of racing here at the Curry Motor Speedway. We are live with the first round, the opening round of the MRF MMSC FMSCI Indian National Car Racing Championship 2025. We are live with the biggest grid in this season, in this championship. 26 cars out here right behind me. And what a way to start the season for this brilliant team. DTS Racing, they've got a lockout of the top 4 cars here. They came, they saw, can they conquer? The big question. They have got big competition coming in from the likes of M Sport, Momentum Motorsports, Delta Speeds, and so many more. Stay tuned to catch all the live racing action from these 26 cars. They're absolutely smashing drivers and their teams right here, right now. Cars all together here. And what a start, what a way to come into the season for DTS Racing. A front 2-row lockout, 4 cars there in the DTS Racing livery. Pratik Ashok starts from pole, Joel Joseph in P2, Lokit Lingesh Ravi in P3, and Bala Prasad in P4, all from DTS Racing. Remember, this season we've got a new classification. We've got 2 classes, Open and Junior. A driver can be taking part in both Open and Junior, but only in Junior if he's under 27 years of age and haven't won a championship. So a lot of our drivers are in the OJ class. The front 4, Pratik, Joel, Lokit are all in OJ. Bala Prasad in Open. In P5 is Bhuvan Bonu for M Sport Racing in the OJ class. Aditya Patnaik following closely behind. In P6 on car number 76 Aditya Patnaik racing for Momentum Motorsports. In P7, we in the OJ class is Avi Malabali for M Sport Racing. Navneet Burni for Delta Speeds. Mehul Agarwal also racing with Delta Speeds, both for the OJ class, that is the open and the junior class. We got Pandit from DTS Racing in P10 for the OJ class. Yash Vihan for M Sport Racing in P11. Nathan McPherson for Momentum Motorsports. And Abhijit Vadavali for Momentum Motorsports starting from P13. Harshit Sarda in P14 for DTS Racing. Sivdev in the OJ class, the privateer from Trishur, starting from P15. Shreyas Meena starting in P16. Hashim EKP starting in P17. Sri Vishnu SK in P18 in the junior category for M Sport Racing. Hashim in the open category. Ritvik Karthik in the open and junior class for DTS Racing. Shravan Sri Hariram starting from P20, 10th row on the grid here. We got Neil Kalsi in the junior class, Shravan also in the junior class, both for Momentum Motorsports. Gokul Krishna in P22 for open in Delta Speeds. Yash Vikram from Delta Speeds joining his teammate there. He's going to have to make his way through the middle of this pack. It's going to be a lot of traffic ahead of Yash here in the junior category. Paul K. Joseph in the junior category for Delta Speeds in P24. And Anish Dev in the junior category for Momentum Motorsports in P25. With Nehal Patel in the junior category for Delta Speeds in P26. That's the 26-car grid start order for this race one. Stay tuned, folks. This is going to be absolute carnage from these drivers. We're going to see a lot of racing action in the next 12 laps. Watch out for the racing drama. Well, the cars are lining up after their formation lap. What a start for DTS Racing. Top 4 in locked position. Pratik Ashok starting from pole. It's his debut season and what a start for the season. A brilliant showdown in qualifying. They worked as a team. Joel Joseph from Ernakulam in P2, Lokit Lingesh in P3, and Balaprasad in P4. Balaprasad will be looking for redemption. He'll want to take the season home. He's the only one in that top 4 in the open category. The rest are open and junior. Lights out. It's race time. It's go time, folks. What a start for our front 4. Our top 4 working together in synchronized manner. They clearly have a plan as a team. 26 cars flying through the main straight into turn 1, and somehow they've all made it through in one piece. What a brilliant start. All cars, 26 cars accounted for, and safely through the first couple of corners, safely through the first sector. Job well done by all our drivers here in just absolutely somehow keeping their heads down and putting in that work. They're coming through turn 10 and now through turn 11 and 12. Strong start here for DTS Racing. Can the M Sport or the Momentum Motorsports cars bring the fight? We've got one car from Delta Speeds in the mix there, but it's a whole lot of DTS Racing. They've clearly come with a plan here. They are looking for a top 1, 2, 3 championship finish. Can they do it? Can they become the most successful FLGB 1300 team? It's race 4 of the weekend. Race 1 in the Formula LGB 1300 category. Remember, this is the starter pack. the starting class in the open wheel category of racing, in the single-seater open wheel category of racing. So once you're done with the go-kart classes, this is the next logical step in Indian racing. You move up from go-kart racing into the LGB or the Formula LGB 1300 class. Now these are super lightweight, they're under 500 kilos without the driver. I mean, think about that. They're generating about 92 to 100 bhp. They're running the MPFI 4-cylinder, 1.3 liter Swift engine. And put that together, it's an absolute fantastic race machine, especially for somebody in the amateur class who's looking to hone their skills in the single-seater open wheel racing. I mean, you can think of this as a gigantic go-kart. Went through the second lap. 10 laps to the checkered flag here. Number 5 from DTS Racing, Pratik Ashok, our pole man, leading the charge, but he's coming under pressure from Joel Joseph. Number 31, who's in P2 for DTS Racing. Looks like the top 3 is still being secured by DTS Racing. But in the mix there, in P4, is Momentum Motorsports. That's making their way. We've got Aditya Patnaik, a young lad, a titan of racing. He's got the power and he's got the pace. He's bringing the fight to DTS Racing here. He's in P4 for Momentum Motorsports. What a job well done from Aditya Patnaik and Momentum Motorsports here. Clearly with a plan. They need to break the power, the team effort of DTS Racing here. We've also got one car, Avi Malavali, for M Sport Racing in the open and junior class from Bengaluru. That's in that top 10 mix. A lot of DTS cars, but it takes only one to become a champion. Well, so far so good for DTS Racing. A top 3 finish this could be. It could be a dream start and a dream finish. 9 laps remaining to the checkered flag. Pratik Ashok leading the charge here. Still, number 5 is in contention for the first win, the first victory in the LGB 1300 open and junior class. This could be his first win, the opening tally for 2025. Valuable points up for grabs this season. Remember, championship is definitely a marathon and every single point counts in the championship battle. And look at these 3 go. I wonder if there is a team strategy here going on in DTS Racing where they have defined the number 1, number 2, number 3 drivers. A lot of this what ifs, but strategy here is clear. For DTS Racing as a team, they would want to be the most successful team in the history of the FLGB 1300 category, producing champions year after year. We saw that with the likes of Diljit and of course Vishwas Vijayaraj. Let's not forget M Sport Racing at the likes of Ragul Rangaswamy, a veteran in this category. Of course, a lot of people wondering why we aren't seeing some of the most biggest names in the FLGB 1300 class. Ragul Rangaswamy missing out of action, Vishwas Vijayaraj, Mohit Goswami and so many more. Well, the FLGB 1300 class remains to be a starter class. They want to give rookies, amateurs a chance. So from this year on, multiple podium winners will not be allowed to be, or championship winners, of course, will not be a part of the FLGB 1300 championship. Great to see MRF and the Madras Motorsports Club really work together in terms of building a structure from start to finish. 8 laps remaining to the checkered flag. It's just absolute carnage here. 26 cars on the grid and all of them fighting for position here. There's a lot of movement that's happening in the mid-order, but it's Pratik Ashok from DTS Racing leading the charge, Joel in P2, Balaprasad in P3, Lokit Lingesh in P4. 7 laps go as you see the white color DTS Racing livery cars Looks like Bala Prasad goes up ahead of Aditya Patnaik and moves up into P4. Aditya Patnaik from Momentum Motorsports in P5. Panditi in P6. A great race from Panditi here. Panditi on car number 99 here for DTS Racing. A lot of racing left to go in the tank. We're coming to the halfway mark of this race. The best time so far clocked in by Joel Joseph on car number 31, a 1:14.620. Oh, one of the cars spinning out violently there. And you can see the dust, but somehow quick recovery there. That's one of the Delta Speeds car, number 18. Number 18, I repeat, spinning off at turn 10, getting back on the track. So far, so good. Looks like number 95, Lokit Lingesh, trying to put pressure on his teammates here. He clocks in the fastest lap time, a 1:14.246. Wow, just wow from our drivers here. Looks like Aditya Patnaik moves down into P5. Nathan McPherson joins his teammate in P6. Panditi, Deepak in P7. Avi Malwali from M Sport Racing in P8. Hashim from DTS Racing in P9. Bhuvan Bonu from M Sport Racing in P10. That's the top 10 as it stands. And the battle is on in the front between the teammates. We've got Pratik, Bala Prasad, Joel Joseph, and Lokit Lingesh. Lokit Lingesh clocked in the quickest lap time that we saw so far in the race. Can somebody respond? Will his teammates be able to give a faster lap time? All this and more coming up with just about 5 laps remaining now to the checkered flag. 5 laps to go. It's the opening race of the season. We've got 2 more left for the weekend. And this is the most crucial one to set that championship battle in motion here. Will it be Pratik, who had a fantastic qualifying session? Yes, he has. What a move there from Pratik. Pratik, for DTS Racing, he gets ahead of his teammate. Right at that turn 2. What a brilliant move. He made it stick and he made it work. So it's Pratik leading the charge. Joel Joseph in P2. Lokit Lingesh in P3 and Bala Prasad in P4. But look at this. We're coming through into turn 10. And the battle is on. Looks like number 31 gets ahead. Ooh, slight contact there, but they are okay. Number 31, Joel Joseph getting the best out of that corner, coming out of turn 12. He makes the most out of it. And he's in the lead. It's Joel Joseph now leading the charge with Pratik Ashok in P2. We've got 2 other cars. Lokit Lingesh and Bala Prasad in the fight here. Let's not forget that. And look at this. The teammates battling has given just what Aditya Patnaik and Momentum Motorsports needs. A chance to close in on our top 4. Looks like our top 4 have caught up with the back markers here. One of the cars from Delta Speed. It's Nihal Patel in the junior class. Currently being crossed by our front runners. That's a mighty, mighty fast pace for our top 5. They're on a race of their own. DTS Racing in the charge, in the hunt here. Aditya Patnaik now coming back with a strong fight. He gets ahead. He breaks that 4-way dominance in the front. It's Aditya Patnaik from Momentum Motorsports that could be carrying the weight and bringing the fight from Momentum Motorsports to DTS Racing here. So far, so good for the likes of Pratik Ashok and Joel Joseph. They've managed to stay ahead and keep their head down here. They're going to be coming under tremendous pressure now. We're coming to the end of this lap, and with that, we'll have 3 laps remaining to the checkered flag. Once again, Lokit Lingesh really putting the hammer down on his car, on that FLGB 1300 car. He's clocked in another quickest lap time. 1:13.983. Oh, did we see a DTS Racing car going on the side curb and parking itself? It looks like some car trouble for one of the DTS Racing drivers. I mean, that's such an odd sight to see from a team that is absolutely crushing it this season. It's absolute dominance here. It's DTS Racing all the way. Number 31, Joel Joseph leading the charge. With the number 5, Pratik Ashok in P2 and Lokit Lingash in P3. I think Lokit has got a clear plan on car number 95. Watch out for, Aditya Patnaik there, having a little bit of a look. Just trying to see if he can squeeze in ahead of Lokit Lingash there, but Lokit quickly slamming the door shut. What's their contact? I'm sure race control is having another look at that corner, but what a race from our top 3 here. Joel Joseph now leading the charge, Pratik Ashok in P2 and Lokit Lingash in P3. Looks like they've clearly stretched away and they've slammed the door shut on Momentum Motorsports and Aditya Patnaik. It's an absolute battle cry here between DTS Racing, the teammates. It's a battle of the teammates here between Joel Joseph, Pratik Ashok and Lokit Lingash. We're in the penultimate lap, folks. 2 laps remaining to the checkered flag. Can Aditya Patnaik somehow find a little more room, a little more power to bring the fight back to DTS Racing? But otherwise, DTS Racing clearly showing their dominance this season. Number 31, Joel Joseph getting ahead of his teammate Pratik Ashok, the pole man here, both in the open and junior class. We're a lap and a half away from the checkered flag, and we've got a 3-way fight for the checkered flag. Joel Joseph keeping a tight line there, not giving room for his teammates. In the back, we've got a fight ensuing between Delta Speeds and Momentum Motorsports. Here is a start-finish marshal showing the last lap board to the front rows, to the front runners here. 3 cars from DTS Racing. Can they finish? Who's going to be taking that winning trophy home? And looks like Bala Prasad is just not done with Aditya Patnaik. He goes on the outside there and suddenly switches, trying to find a little more room. But Aditya Patnaik keeping him at bay at P4. Can that 4-way lock out? That was a dream start. Can it be a dream finish? Could it be a 1, 2, 3, 4 for DTS Racing? Or will it be Aditya Patnaik that creates a little bit of drama? But in the front, Joel Joseph leading the charge. Our pole man number 5, Pratik Ashok, in hot pursuit with number 95, Lokit Lingash, right in the back there. He's clocked in the quickest lap on 1:13.983. Will that be enough? There's a lot of protecting going on with their positions here. Number 5 clearly not happy with that P2. But Joel Joseph doing everything he can. He's got a little more experience compared to Pratik and Lokit here. And this is the point that we're going to see who's going to come out victorious. We're in the final sector. 2 corners remain. Coming through the sweep, it's number 31, Joel Joseph leading the charge into the final corner. Coming onto the main straight, Joel leading the charge here, but we've got a little more room for the checkered flag waves. Can they finish with a win? Joel Joseph taking a win. What a finish for the number 31, Joel Joseph. He started from P2. And what a way to finish the race, getting ahead of his team. And it's number 95, Lokit Lingash, that takes P2 with number 5, Pratik Ashok in P3. Aditya Patnaik puts a spoil on DTS Racing from Momentum Motorsports and squeezes himself in P4. With P5 and a settling P5 for Bala Prasad from DTS Racing. Nathan McPherson crosses the line in P6 for Momentum Motorsports. Avi Malavalli from M Sport Racing in P7. Bhuvan Bonu from M Sport Racing in P8. Panditi in P9. What a finish for Panditi there from Panditi. Jafania Deepak from DTS Racing. And it's Hashim, number 1 in the open category from DTS Racing, taking the top 10. Wow, 6 cars coming in the top 10 for DTS Racing. That's a smashing way to start the season. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to have one more race for the day to end, and it's an exciting one, the Polo Cup. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more racing right here, right now. check.
The race was really good. We had a lot of fun. It was between our teammates only, but we respected everything and we had a really good race. Really happy in coming first.
It was a fine race. Started P3. I'm very bad in my wets. I did a bad qualifying in my wets. Got P3. I waited slowly till the penultimate lap. Wherever I found the gap, I just placed my car and make sure we finish 1, 2, 3. So it's DTS 1, 2, 3. Joel and Pratik finished started. It was a very good race, and I'm happy to be second. I'll be stronger next time.
Race was very good, but start was very good. I started pulling away, but then those both came back. I was trying to hold third place back and then attacking first, which didn't go correct, as you can see. I lost second place by a small margin. Tough luck, but good race.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Cars are revving up. We are here live at the Curry Motor Speedway after what seems to be an eternity. But we are super excited to be back here in this beautiful 2.3 kilometer track. 16 corners to the checkered flag. We've got a 12-lap race coming up right about now. It's a very exciting grade. This is considered to be a one-make championship. This is the Volkswagen Polo Cup. We've got 9 cars on the grid here with Amarnath Dev smashing in the front to stand on pole in car number 11. Aditya Patnaik, the young rock star, is coming fresh off a podium finish, will be coming in P2 with Ojas Surve in P3 and Pratik Sonwan in P4. Got 9 cars on this grid ready to go racing. It's the opening championship battle. Opening points ready and ready to go racing. Stay tuned to catch all the live racing action right here, right now. Green flags waving, the formation lap out and about. We've got 9 cars here in the Polo Cup Race 1. It's the opening race for them this season. What an exciting way to start this new season, new chapter, and a lot of new names in this 9-car grid. Welcome everybody to round 1 of the MRF MMSC FMSCI Indian National Car Racing Championship 2025. We are live at the Curry Motor Speedway, making a comeback here after a break. It's great to be back here, and the weather has been absolutely phenomenal for the spectators. It's like a hill station. We've just been having low, dense clouds all across. We had slight spurts of rain, but it has been dry. Thanks. A big shout out to our race gods. We've got one more race to wrap up the day. And it's going to be an exciting Sunday race day here at the Curry Motor Speedway for the first round. A quick look at our starting order. Starting off from row 1 is the fierce driver Aman Nagdev in car number 11, clocking a 1:16.413. His closest contender is going to be the young rock star Aditya Patnaik with a lap time of 1:16.807, starting from row 2 in car number 3. In P3 is Ojas Surve, another fierce driver in this grid. He's clocked in a 1:17.042. Pratik Sonavane, an experienced driver in this category, starts from P4, a surprising P4. In P5 is Rian Bafna, starting from row 3 with a lap time of 1:17.091. Hiroshi Koirala starts in P6 with a lap time of 1:18.776. In P7 is Aviral Shokin. In P8 is Ritvik Vijay Shekhar. And closing the 9-car grid is Dushyant Nagesh. That's the 9-car grid for this opening race, opening season, opening round. Let's go racing, everybody. Stay tuned. Keep your eyes peeled. We're going to have some brilliant action from our polo cars. These are the souped up, race-ready, one-make category. The cars are the same, so the driver's skill is seriously going to be tested here. Start, finish marshals ready. Locked in, 12 laps to the checkered flag. 2.3 kilometers, 16 corners per lap. Let's go. Lights are coming on. Hold your horses. Revs are up. Can the pole man make it a dream finish? And it's a start, wheel spinning. A good start for the front row, but a lot of wheel spin coming in for this front row. Oh! Aditya Patnaik coming under pressure here. He took the lead on, but he's putting pressure on Ojas Surve and Aman Nagdev. Massive smoke there, big tire, wheel lock up for a couple of the cars here, but they're all through into turn 2, turn 3. Clearing through the first sector, nice and easy. Coming through turn 5, now clearing the crink, T6, T7 here. The fight is on for the championship. We've got some fierce contender in that top 5. Aman Nagdev, Aditya Patnaik, Ojas Surve, Pratik Sonavane. Some really, really fast drivers. And of course, we've got some newcomers. Rian Bafna, Hiroshi Koedala, Ritvik Vijay, Aviral Shokin, Dushyant Nagesh. A mixed grid in terms of experience and driver skill. But we're hoping to see these 9 cars battle it out towards the end. Here comes the front row. In the hot seat, Aman Nagdev. Our pole man leading the charge with a 1:21.454. But it's Pratik Sonavane bringing the fight to the front runners. Pratik Sonavane clocking in a 1:21.066 from Mumbai. He's leading the charge. The fastest lap time at the end of lap 1. Aditya Patnaik forced to go down, to move down into P3. Ojas Surve moves down further into P4. Rian Bafna in P5. Ritvik Vijay moves up a spot into P6. Rishui Koedala moves down a spot into P7. It's Aviral Shokin in P8 and Dushyant Nagesh in P9. That's the top 9 as it stands. End of lap 1. Moving into lap 2 here. 10.5 laps remaining, and they're in the final sector. Being here at the Curry Motor Speedway, it's a quick lap time here. It's a quick track. 2.3 kilometers, short but sweet. It's got its technical sides. It's got some sweeping, flowing corners as well. But it's a very technical track. You need to get your racecraft in place to really get some blistering lap times here. 10 laps more being shown. Aman Nagdev now putting the pressure on. He clocks in the quickest lap time of 1:17.003. Pratik Sonavane in P2 with the 1:17.338. It's Aditya Patnaik in P3 with a 1:17.347. Ojas Surve in P4 with a 1:17.359. Rian Bafna in P5 with a 1:18.376. Ritvik Vijay with a 1:19.201. Rishi Koedala with a 1:19.042. Dushyant Nagesh with a 1:23.4. 5.25, and Aviral Shokin with a 1:30, 5.27. That's the top 9 order. Massive smoke there from one of the cars, wheels locking up as they come through turn 10, 11 and 12. Slightly a more tricky sector of this track. Ooh, looks like one of the cars have crashed out. Number 8, from the looks of it, that was car number 8, Aviral Shokin. Aman Nagdev still in control of this race. What a start for him. He kept the pressure on and he's looking to clear away. We got Pratik Sonawane in P2. Aditya Patnaik in P3. Still holding fort in P3. Ojas Surve in P4. Rayan Bafna in P5. Ritvik Vijay in P6. Rushi Koidala in P7. And Dushan Nagesh in P8. Looks like we are going to have one early retirement from Aviral Shokin. It crashed into the tire wall there. Driver is all right, ready to go, but we're going to see him tomorrow. This is the end of the race for Aviral Shokin. Number 11, Aman Nagdev on an absolute mission here from pole to finish on the top step of the podium. 9 laps remaining to the checkered flag. Pratik Sonawane coming under pressure now from Aditya Patnaik, who's closed in that gap, who's reeled in Pratik Sonawane. Aditya will definitely want to finish at least on that P2 and not below that. He qualified with that P2. He'll want to finish at least on that P2, or better yet, take that winning step on the podium. Aman clearly in the charge, complete control of this race. The drivers have sort of now stretched out. We're seeing only a little bit of racing action coming in from Pratik Sonawane and Aditya Patnaik, but the rest of the drivers seem to be in autopilot, in cruise control here. Ojas Surve hasn't been able to break that pace and hasn't been able to close in on either Aditya Patnaik or Pratik Sonawane. Surprising to see Ojas Surve a little far out in the back here. But still a P4, valuable points in the taking. Valuable points for him. Aman Nagdev, the pole man, doing a fantastic job in the front here. Absolutely crushing it. Leading the charge, looking completely in control of this race. Pratik Sonawane now will be feeling a little bit of pressure. He's got Aditya poking in. He's got Aditya putting pressure on. Both these drivers very, very talented, very able. They know their racecraft. They have race experience. They have racing experience. With 7 laps to go, Aman Nagdev leads the charge. Pratik Sonawane still holding steady with P2. Aditya Patnaik in P3. Ojas Surve in P4. Rayan Bafna doing a great job in P5 there. Slightly quicker than Ojas Surve in that earlier lap. Ritvik Vijay in P6. Rushi Koidala in P7. And it's Dushan Nagesh in P8. We're missing out on Aviral Shokin, who's going to have an early retirement. Going to crashing out into the tie wall there. So far, a very, very controlled race for the young drivers here, especially for Aman Nagdev. He seems to be in complete control as we close in on the halfway mark of this race. We're back here at the Kari Motor Speedway after a few years gap, and it's great to be back racing. The track has undergone a lot of changes from the last time we were here. A lot more safety barricades come up. Runoff areas done up. Tire walls added in strategic spots. Great to see the progress of the track here. The drivers truly appreciate seeing all the changes that's happened over the last couple of years. Because it's just super exciting to come here and race. It's such a fun track for the drivers. You got so many interesting bits in this track. And you nail them right, you got a winning lap. You got a race winning lap. A few exits need to be on point. And that's how you're going to be having that winning race pace. You can see that car on the tire wall there just before the parabola. Coming through into the final sector here. 2 corners into the main straight now. A flowing left-hander. It's a fast left-hander. You're going to keep that pedal to the metal here. Aman Navdev now easing it out a little bit. He's going to feel a little bit of tire wear now. Aman Navdev still holding the fort in P1. He's got a 3-second gap over Pratik Sonawane and Aditya Patnaik, who seem to have worked a little extra hard in that earlier 2 laps to slightly reduce that gap with Aman Nagdev. Ojas Surve in P4, Ray and Bafna in P5, Ritvik Vijay in P6, and Rushi Koidala in P7. No movement there. Race ready, race built Polo Cup cars here. Got a race suspension, racing gearbox, racing tuned engine. Bucket seats. The full safety works. And what a car it is to drive. The Buzzing Hornet team have done a fantastic job of bringing this category back in all its glory. Aman Nagdev leading the charge. Pratik Sonawane in P2. Aditya Patnaik still holding the ball in P3. 4 laps remaining to the checkered flag here now. Ojas Surve in P4. Rayan Bafna, no movement here in P5. Ritvik Vijay in P6. Rushi Koidala in P7 and Dushan Nagesh in P8. So far, best lap time clocked in by Aman Nagdev, a 1:16.726. That gap still remains, a 3-second gap between Aman Nagdev and Pratik Sonawane. We're almost at the end of this lap with our race leaders on the main straight now. 3 laps remaining to the checkered flag. Aman Nagdev still in control. And he's increased that gap by about half a second. It's moved up into 3.4, almost 3.5 seconds ahead of Pratik Sonawane and Aditya Patnaik here. Aditya being very, very steady in his strategy. He has been on the tail, on the rear bumper of Pratik Sonawane here. Clearly, he's got a plan and he's holding his fort. Saving some tires, and look at that, the car's on 3 wheels into the corner. Ooh, picking up some dust here. They don't care if they go a little bit off-road on that slight mud patch. Racing on MRF tires. Remember, folks, the tires we race are the tires you buy. And that's MRF Racing. Aman Nagdev, the pole man, setting the record straight. Setting the start of 2025 in the right notion. Absolutely stunning race from Aman Nagdev here. A fantastic way to start the 2025 championship battle. He's going to be going in with all guns blazing, with maximum points advantage going into race 2 and race 3 of this round. Pratik Sonwane, a very experienced able driver, still got a lot of fight in that tank. With Aditya Patnaik right behind, a young superstar who's got the right skill to take that championship home. I would add Ojas Surve to this mix as well. We're definitely seeing him out of action here in the top 3, but we can't just count out Ojas Surve. He's got the experience. He's a fast, fierce driver. 4 good contenders for the championship battle. But this time around, it's Aman Nagdev that's doing the right thing at the right time. He's en route with the last lap to say he came, he saw, he conquered. Aman Nagdev leading the charge. Pratik Sonwane in P2. It's Aditya Patnaik in P3. We've got Ojas Surve crossing the start-finish line, moving to the final lap in P4. With Rayan Bafna now closed in on Ojas Surve. Could there be a move? Rayan definitely fancying a P4 finish. This could be a chance. Rushi Koidala crosses the line ahead of Ritvik Vijay. A good move there into P6. Ritvik Vijay now moving down into P7 with Dushan Nagesh on a lonesome P8. Here we go, folks. Half lap remaining between our top 3. With Aman Nagdev clearly setting sights on that P1. Can there be movement? Can there be a response from Pratik Sonwane or Aditya Patnaik? Well, so far, Aman Nagdev hasn't put a foot wrong, and he's clearly a man on a mission. The pole man, Aman Nagdev, coming through the final corner into the main strip. He's flashing his lights. The checkered flag waves. Well, he's happy. It's Aman Nagdev coming in number 11, taking his first win for 2025. What a start to 2025 in the Polo Cup. It's Pratik Sonwane settling in for a P2, but a valuable P2. He moves up from P4, taking home a valuable P2 in this race 1. And it's Aditya Patnaik, the young rock star. Started from P2, would have loved to finish on that P2 or ahead of Aman, but it's a very welcoming P3, valuable points into his championship tally. Ojas Surve crossed the line in P4 with some valuable points to himself. Rayan Bafna settling for a P5 this time around, but we could see some mad racing action coming up tomorrow. Rushi Koidala in P6, Ritvik Vijay in P7, and Dushan Nagesh crossing the line in P8. That's the top 8 and top 8 finish. Aviral Shokin will be missing out of this race owing to a crash out, but we are definitely going to see a lot more of Aviral in tomorrow's 2 races. Stay tuned, folks. We've got the prize distribution ceremony. We're going to be listening to our top 3, Aman, Pratik and Aditya, and soon after we've got the prize distribution ceremony for today's races. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Check. 1, 2.
Yeah, it was a good race. Started first, finished first, so that's ideal. That's what you want. Lights to flag. Yeah, consistent lap time. Just saving the tires and the car for 2 races tomorrow. Let's do it again tomorrow. Yeah. So thank you.
It was a fun race. The weekend was not going in my direction since the testing, but happy with the result. A lot of fun during the race. Had a bomb start, and I don't know. I think it's been a while that the lights went off and I just got into my zone. It was great to defend the entire race against Aditya, who's the previous vice champion. So it was a pretty good run. I think all positives to take away from this, more on the lines of mental space. So yeah, thank you. Good race, fun. Thank you.
Race was good. Good, decent first race, I guess. I started second, lost the position, but it's okay. It's just the first race of the season. Taking it easy, just enjoying myself because I just jumped out of another race. Yeah, it's just had a lot of fun. Let's see what tomorrow holds. Good luck.
First runner-up, company number 55, Ishan Madesh. What a fantastic drive from Ishan. Brilliant from having a tough start to back on the podium. Good stuff, man. And the winner, company number 1, not a foot put wrong. Number 1, Arjun Cheddar. Come on, everybody. A big round of applause for our top 3. Up next, we're going to be presenting the awards for Race 2, the ITC 1625, the IJTC, and the Superstock classes. Requesting all the winners to please be on standby. Once again, a big round of applause to our top 3 in the MRF Formula 2000, the opening race of 2025. Congratulations, winners. Up next, we're going to be presenting the awards for Race 1 of the ITC category. In the ITC in P3. In the ITC, in 3rd place, it's company number 75, Rajkumar Giri from Coimbatore. Come on, everybody, a big round of applause for Rajkumar Giri. In 2nd place, the first runner-up, company number 11, Dhruv Chavan from Lonavala. And the winner, finally seeing him back on the podium from Team Race Concepts, company number 39, Arjun Balu, making his way back to the winning step on the podium. And the tuner for Arjun's car, Joel Joseph from Team Race Concepts. Congratulations, winners. Come on, guys, big smiles. Job well done for Race 1 and 2 more to go for this weekend. Up next, we're presenting the awards for the ITC 1625 category. Only one winner is company number 22, Supraj Venkat from Coimbatore. A big round of applause. And the tuner for Mr. Supraj is Mr. Vidya Prakash. Come on, a big round of applause. He's not here to collect his trophy, but a big round of applause for Supraj in the ITC 1625 category. Up next in the IJTC, in 3rd place, it's company number 19 from Team N1 Racing, Yugitalia! IJTC.
Yeah, I know.
No, not that. I'm saying. In 2nd place, the first runner-up, company number 97, Nikunjwa, also from Team N1 Racing. And the winner, company number 93, Ritwik Thomas from Team Race Concepts, back on the top step of the podium. And the tuner for Ritwik's car, Joel Joseph from Team Race Concepts. Come on, everybody. 2 times back on the podium. Next. Congratulations, winners. Up next, we're going to be presenting the awards for the Superstock category, Race 1. In 3rd place, the second runner-up, company number 33, Manan Patel from Mumbai. In 2nd place, the first runner-up, company number 94, Aman from Strada Motorsports. And the winner, after a fantastic race from start to finish, all the way from Sri Lanka, give it up for Kesara Goduge. Come on, everybody. A big round of applause to our Super Stock race winner, Kesara from Colombo. From Redline Racing India. And the tuner for Kesara's car, Sid from Redline Racing India. Next up, Sid. Up next, we're going to be presenting the awards for the MRF Formula 1600. Congratulations to our Super Stock winners. In third place, the second runner-up in the MRF Formula 1600, company number 3, Nigel Abraham Thomas from Bengaluru. In second place, the first runner-up, it's company number 18, Arjun S. Nair, also from Bengaluru. And the winner, after a fantastic race from start to finish, the pole man, company number 33, Shai Shiva Magesh Sankran from Pune. Congratulations to our winners. Up next, we're going to be presenting the awards for the FLGB 1300 Race 1. This is the open category. Congratulations, winners. Thank you so much. In the FLGB 1300 Race 1 open category, in third place, the second runner-up, company number 5, Pratik Ashok from DTS Racing. A fight to the very finish. In second place, the company number 95, another lockout from this team, Lokit Lingesh from DTS Racing. And the winner, after a phenomenal performance in that last lap, company number 31, Joel Joseph, also from DTS Racing. And the tuner for Joel's car, Sandil from DTS Racing. Congratulations to our top 3. Up next, we're presenting the awards for the FLGB 1300 Race 1 Junior category. Well, we don't have to do much for the junior class because it's the same 3 that have taken the same positions for the junior category. Come on, everybody, a big round of applause for the FLGB top 3 in the junior category as well. And the tuner for all 3 of their cars, Sandil from DTS Racing. Congratulations to our winners. Big smiles, guys. Up next, the last race of today, the Polo Cup Race 1. Congratulations, winners. Thank you so much. Okay, thanks, guys. Thank you. In third place, it's company number 3, Aditya Patnaik. What a fight in those 12 laps. Come on, everybody. Give it up for our third place victor, Aditya Patnaik. In second place, it's company number 7, Pratik Sonawane, securing that P2. Brilliant fight to the finish. And the winner. What a job well done today by this superstar. Company number 11, Aman Nagdev from Noida, taking the win after a fantastic showdown from start to finish. Congratulations, winners. All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. A big round of applause to all of you all, our winners, and everybody else who joined us. Also, note to all the participants, Park Forme is released for all the cars. I repeat, Park Forme is released for all the cars. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow bright and early. Until then, drive home safe. Cheers, guys.